Oh my god! Hey guys, Phoebe here from Little Grey Box with Matt behind the camera, and today we are in Costa Rica because we are continuing our 15-day adventure with the guys at Intrepid Travel. To help you travel well, we're going to be sharing all of our experiences and travel tips along the way, you guys. So if you don't already, be sure to subscribe and say hello in the comments below. Now, if you missed the last two videos from our Costa Rica series, go and watch those and then come back here so you are all caught up. So we left La Fortuna and caught a bus, a boat, and another bus right here to Monteverde. Now we are getting stuck straight into it with activities, starting with a horse trek.
Be careful when you go in different horses. I not recommend that you buy the horse is normal and the horse is kicking. And my horse is not kicking. Okay, siesta for me here.
This is something we've done independently through Horse Trek Monteverde, and it cost $49 US per person with a pickup and drop off back at our hotel. And it's been about a 2.5 hour ride, so it's incredibly good value for money. More importantly than that, the animals are so healthy, they are so happy. There's no bitter, so there's no metal piece in their mouths. They are beautiful animals, and this has been one of the most enjoyable rides I have ever done. I 10 out of 10 recommend. For our first dinner in Monteverde, Eddie, our guide, has brought us to a place called the Restaurante de Tomás. Now you guys, the food here looks amazing. These guys have got some amazing tuna steaks that looked perfectly cooked. They're not saying much, so that means they're enjoying it because there's a lot of silence going on over that side of the table. For me, I've got some veggie fajitas. Really good. So this morning, we are still here in Monteverde, of course, and we're doing something really fun. We're at 100% Aventura, and we're about to do the zipline experience. You guys, this is beautiful Lise. She is on our tour with us. Now Lise, how old are you?
I'm 71.
And Lise is going ziplining today. Why? What made you think I have to do this?
It's always been on my bucket list. Yeah, and especially in Costa Rica. Yeah.
Absolutely. There's no better place to do it, right?
As a pregnant nun, but I'm going anyway. I'm not going to let common sense or friends stand in my way.
Jeff, thoughts?
If I don't come back, the whiskey's in the fridge.
Likewise.
We have no whiskey in the fridge.
Oh, just great. Just finished the Tarzan swing and it was bloody awesome.
Yes.
You step off the platform, it's a free fall, then way out over the rainforest and back. The best event by far. Had a bit of partying last night. I'm all woke up now, let me tell you.
So much fun. Oh my goodness, if you come here you have to do that. By far the best zipline I have ever done. What did you guys think?
Awesome. Absolutely
Really
awesome.
love it. They take such good care of you, and it's not what you think. It's very smooth, and you can see everything, and you feel very safe.
And you had fun?
I loved it. I would do it again.
Love these adventure activities. We are having the best time, and we're not done yet today. This afternoon we're going to be exploring more of Monteverde, so let's go do that.
We're in a cloud forest area. Some people might think that it's a rare ecosystem, but actually you find it in many other places. In Central America, normally a cloud forest happens higher than 900 meters above sea level. You can find it also in certain areas of the Black Forest in Germany, according to experts also in Madagascar, in certain parts of Hawaii, you know. So the trees and plants evolve certain characteristics to try to catch as much as possible from the clouds. Experts call that a sideways rain. Nowadays, Monteverde is also known for adventure. You guys did ziplining, you did horseback riding, so it opened more from scientific tourism, you know, and research into also adventure. So now ATVs, horses, and many other activities. But it'll still be a very special place for the forest, for the cloud forest, okay? So I can assure you, amigos, we're in a very special place. You will enjoy a lot this hike. It's not as good as the lowlands to see wildlife, like to spot them, because there's a lot of biodiversity, but it's a little bit harder to spot the animals here. So let's walk a little bit more.
Guided tour through the amazing cloud forest here at Monteverde with our incredible intrepid guide Eddie. The amount of knowledge he has is incredible, not just on what he can see, but what he can hear as well. So it's really great to have that knowledge with you, because there's so much that we would miss otherwise, and so much that we just wouldn't learn along the way. And this is really worth doing. This is absolutely beautiful. If you've ever visited the cloud forest in Singapore at Gardens by the Bay, it's like that, but a million times better. You have all of the cloud cover. I don't know if you guys can see it. I'm sure Matt's captured it, but it's all cloudy and misty through here. So it doesn't just rain vertically, they say, it rains sideways, and that's all the moisture coming out of those clouds. And everything in here is damp and mossy and lush and green. There's so much vegetation. The air is so fresh, and this walk is just beautiful. I'm a little bit puffed from coming up the hill, but even I can do this walk. So if I can, you can. And it's a great way to experience Costa Rica's wilderness. We had dinner tonight at the Treehouse restaurant and cafe, which is right in the heart of the little town where we are staying. Now the restaurant is really beautiful. It has this gorgeous big tree that goes through the middle and a spiral staircase, and then the restaurant, the eating areas kind of wrap around the middle of it. There's live music and there's a really great ambience in there. Maybe if I had my time over again, I might just choose somewhere else to eat. For me personally, I just found my veggie burger was maybe a little bland. It could have used a bit more flavor. Don't let my feelings about it discourage you. You know, make sure you check out the menu, because it could still be a really great fit for you. Now, you guys, tomorrow morning we are off to Manuel Antonio. We're going to be going to the beach. I am so excited. If you guys watch this channel a lot and you know me, you know how much I love the beach. I love to swim, so I'm really looking forward to that and seeing another part of Costa Rica. But I gotta be honest, I am exhausted. I'm sure you can tell from looking at my face. I am so tired. We've had so many great adventures over the last couple of days, and it has really taken it out of me. My brain isn't working. So we are gonna get to sleep right now and wake up in the morning and head out to Manuel Antonio. Welcome to Manuel Antonio, also known as Now this place is famous for its incredible national park, you guys, and that is something we're going to be exploring tomorrow. But this afternoon, after a big day of travel, Matt and I have one thing on our mind, and that was the beach, some cold drinks, and some great food. So that is exactly what we're going to be getting stuck into. Now we came down at the perfect time for sunset. We got to watch it. It was really beautiful. There are some awesome beachfront bars here. Now a group are going to a place called La Cantina, and I understand from reading the menu that it's very barbecue oriented. Lots of meat, so it's going to be perfect for all of you carnivores out there. But for me, not the best fit. So we are trying something else on our own and breaking out from the group. We just had dinner here at Baldy's Fresh. Matt was asking me before, how did I find this place? And I forget to kind of share these insider travel tips with you. So all I did was I jumped on Google Maps and I had a bit of a look at all the different restaurants that were near where we are staying. Walking distance really. I knew I wanted to eat somewhere across from the beach so that we could kind of hear the water and look at the sunset if possible. Then I jumped on TripAdvisor, read some of the reviews. Baldy's looked really good, so my final step was then to cyberstalk them on Instagram, and not just their feed pics, but the pics they're tagged in or the geo tag of the restaurant, so I could see like actual real people's photos of the food, and it looked amazing. So we came on down and it absolutely delivered. Our server in there was so lovely, and if I'm thinking about comparing the service we had tonight to last night at the Treehouse, there's just no comparison. The guy last night just didn't want to bar of us. The girl here, she was so attentive. Every time she's like, how's your food? How's it going? What else can I get you? And when we said we love what we were eating, she went inside and told the owners, and you could just tell that there was a lot of pride in what they were putting on the plate, and they really cared whether or not we were enjoying what we were eating. And that to me is what makes a great meal, and that is the kind of places we like to recommend to you. Buenos dias, mi amigos!
Buenos dias, buenos dias.
How good was that? Alright, you guys, so we are going kayaking this morning. I'm really excited. Are you excited?
I'm really excited too, yeah.
What are some of the things we're going to see today?
Well, we're going to be doing kayaking in some mangrove areas, so we might see some monkeys, we might see, a snake, lots of aquatic birds like kingfishers, egrets, herons. So it's a really cool place to see wildlife.
Yes.
Besides, mangroves are quite important ecosystems, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was planning on being in a double kayak with Matt and having him do all the paddling, but Eddie's just dropped the bomb that it's single kayaks.
Don't hate me.
This place is absolutely beautiful, you guys. It is so cool. It feels like we've seen Costa Rica from so many different angles. We've seen the mountains, the rainforest, the beaches, and now we're down here in the mangrove seeing it from one more angle. Now, in terms of difficulty, when we were going the direction of the tide, which was going out to the ocean, it was really easy. You could just kind of float along. I am not gonna lie, on the way back in, it's rough going, my shoulders are on fire, but there's breakfast at the end, so I'm highly motivated. This is our boat for the afternoon, you guys. I am so excited. So we're going to be spending a good couple of hours on board here. We're going to be having some lunch, going snorkeling. There are slides. We're going to be heading out to the open water for a swim. It's going to be sunset. I think there are some boom nets. The whole crew, the whole tour group are here with us. Now, in terms of price, I think it was around $75 per person, but that includes food, your activities, and it also has a bit of a bottomless drink situation going on. Weirdly, beers aren't included, but spirits are. I have never heard of such a thing. Good morning, you guys. Alright, so as you probably saw, yesterday afternoon didn't go exactly as we had planned. Our beautiful sun-drenched afternoon turned into an episode of Deadliest Catch. Rain was coming in sideways, it was hectic, it was not the glorious, sunset cruise that we were all hoping for, but that is travel. Now this morning, of course, we have woken up to absolute weather perfection. It is blue skies, it is sunshine, it is the perfect day for the beach. So we have strapped on our hiking gear. We're going to do a 2-hour hike with our superstar guide Eddie this morning, and then Matt and I have a big afternoon of beach activities planned. Guys, this is Ron. Ron, what is your #1 tip for Costa Rica?
I don't know.
There you have it, folks. He doesn't know. Don't bring smokes into the national park. If you do, hide them in the toilet. What is your #1 tip for visiting Costa Rica?
Bring a raincoat.
All right, that one's been done. Dan, what's your #1 tip for Costa Rica?
Make sure you bring lots and lots of money because there's so many wonderful excursions and ways to spend it, and everything's perhaps more expensive than some other countries.
So true.
Good tip.
That's why we don't see it now.
We were just walking along and our champion spotter Lise goes, "What's that? I think that blob in that tree is a sloth." And she was right. So we've seen our first sloth today here in the national park, and not only is it a sloth, it's a sloth with a baby. Oh. We have just seen our 4th sloth in the space of a matter of maybe 10 minutes. This place is just jam-packed with wildlife. And as our tour guide Eddie was saying, Manuel Antonio, this national park, is the #1 visited national park in Costa Rica. But that means everybody comes here. So we've had a lot of different national park experiences, and I would just say they offer different things. If you don't like crowds, if you don't kind of like that push and shove and a lot of people kind of crowded around in a media scrum trying to get a photo, this may not be the best spot for you. If that kind of thing doesn't bother you and you really want to see that wildlife, you want to be guaranteed to see a sloth, then this is definitely the place for you. But just weigh those two things up. Personally, I think I've kind of preferred some of the other experiences we've had where it's felt more remote and more out in nature. You know, places like La Fortuna was just absolutely amazing for me. So, different things for different people. Just keep that in mind when you're planning your itinerary and deciding where to go and what to do. Lunch was absolutely delicious, you guys. We went to a local spot near our hotel. It was so yummy, really affordable, and great food and great service too, so we definitely recommend. Matt and I, our typical Australian sun-dodging selves, have come down late in the afternoon so we can watch the sunset with a view called Cerveza. Today is a travel day for us. We are catching the public local bus from here back to San Jose with a couple of stops in the middle and our farewell dinner tonight. It is also Ron's birthday, which is really exciting, so I'm going to be doing a little bit of something for him later on. Happy birthday, dear Ron. Happy birthday to you.
No show goose don't have.
Make a wish.
This.
Cheers.
I
Take
get
some
to make a
photos.
wish.
Yes, you do.
Can I click my heels 3 times and just go home?
Oh, you should blow the candles first. Read that.
Blow out the candles first.
Make a wish.
I wish we all meet again.
Alright you guys, that is the end of our Costa Rican adventure. I hope you have enjoyed watching all 3 videos. We just had the best time. We have had an amazing group of people here with us. It's been so good getting to know each and every one of them, and I hope you've enjoyed getting to know them a little bit through these videos. I also want to say an especially huge, really big, heartfelt thank you to our incredible guide, Eddie. The things that you guys didn't see in this video are Eddie running around behind the scenes, checking on us, making sure that we were getting some great video content for you guys. He has gone above and beyond every step of the way. I cannot thank him enough. And of course, a really, really big thank you to the guys at Intrepid for sending us on their classic Costa Rica tour. Now we're going to have that link below, and hopefully by the time you watch this, a whole bunch of blog posts too. So everything you need to plan your own amazing adventure will be linked below. But for now, we are going to say goodbye because we are going to spend another couple of days here resting before we head off to Mexico. So those videos are going to be coming your way very, very soon. Now, if you do not already, be sure to subscribe right now and leave us a hello in the comments below. Have a great weekend, you guys, and I will see you with a brand new episode next week. Love ya!